Hey scooter fans, welcome back. I have a fun project I want to do here. I want to make my helmet add some LED lights to it. So it'd be pretty cool. I love riding at nighttime and why not? I have a little project here to do, so I picked up a couple of things. I had this battery pack just laying around, charge phones and stuff like that. Got some outputs here. This is a 10,000 milliamp battery pack, so it's going to last quite some time powering these. Plug it in. Found these LEDs on Amazon, and the reason I picked up these because it had all these cool little functions, different modes, and then I'm also not going to be riding in the weather at all, so I don't have to worry about rain. So I just went with these regular LED strips, and I thought it was pretty cool looking too. Outside the helmet, these lines, a little futuristic looking. So the silicone ones, which are a little bit thicker. I don't have to worry about the waterproofing now. But these come with all these cool effects here, so you can fire it up here real fast. Let's see. Get it to work, maybe. Plugging it back in. There we go. Of course, it has all the different colors and stuff. And it has all these modes too. The traveling modes. Of course, all the different colors. So I thought that'd be pretty fun. Let's grab my helmet and see what we can figure out here. Come along on a little journey into making your helmet light up at night. I have to change the angle here so you can actually see what I'm doing. So we just got to figure out how I want to lay these out on here. I want to put the battery pack on the back. Put it right back here. Be actually perfect. And the power strip can connect right in there. Actually, this will work. Stick this right in here. Yeah. Worked out pretty well. So figure out how we want to run this. Let's see. Alright, so I have the LEDs ran here, as you can see. Started on the front, ran it down across, and the great thing with these strips is that you can bend them. So you can create these curves here without cutting the strip. I thought I was going to have to do that and solder these joints back together with some wire. But this is actually pretty convenient, so you can just crimp the sides here and angle them to where you want. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue, maybe on some of these joints. Actually, they're pretty tight. This adhesive is pretty decent so far. Maybe like this joint here, put a little something. Just run it up here on the front. See that there? And down the back, trying to follow the lines of the helmet here a bit. Folded it over on the back side. A little bit of glue there. Back around, and then down to the front. So it should travel this direction going around to the other side being the end point. I had to cut it. It's a little too many LEDs. No big deal though. Actually works out pretty well because we'll put the connector back on there, and then we can run the switch down to the back where the battery pack should sit down here. Just got to figure out where to put this. Maybe I'll have the connector down here or something like that. I can run it under the goggles. Kind of hide this back here underneath the goggles somehow. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. So let's get this. Figure out the distance here. So I'm going to run the connector from a wire down to about here. And it can connect up. And then this can kind of sit up here and still has enough clearance for the back. Yeah, that'll work. we go, the finished product. It came out really cool. It said the bends in these are pretty clean. All I did is I took a little bit of hot glue and some of the joints, just glued them down, just so they're a little more secure. Didn't really need it, but just did it anyway. And then to secure the wire, put some heat shrink on here so everything's nice and tight in there, the joints. Just put a little hot glue down here just to reinforce these joints, but this whole wire is just a little bit of hot glue, a couple of spots just to keep it in place. And then you have the clip here so you can remove it. And then the controller just runs up and it fits perfectly nice and snug underneath the strap here with the battery, and then just wraps around and plugs in. You see it's nice and secure in there. Nothing's going to move because the strap is pretty tight for the goggles, and I think it came out really awesome. Hopefully you try this project, see how it works for you. I think it looks really cool. And the nice thing too is it's not permanent. If something breaks or I just don't want it anymore, it's just temporary tape on here, so you just rip it off. I mean, there's nothing stuck to the helmet at all, and then it's back to brand new. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this. Give the project a shot. It was fun to do. I think it's going to look awesome at night. Going to shut off the lights here in a second, and you can check it out. See what it looks like with all the effects. I'll list everything, of course, down in the description. And what I used on this, as far as the LEDs, did need a little bit of soldering. If you have some skills in that, it would definitely help. But you may be able to figure some other way out just to wrap the LEDs so you don't have to cut it like I did. But other than that, pretty simple. I said, I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, take care. Happy scooting. Have a good night.